The stellar wind screamed through the void, its hull groaning as radiation waves slammed against it. The dying star ahead churned with molten fire, its seething light bleeding into the darkness. Cam gripped the controls, her jaw clenched against the rising heat. "We're at maximum radiation tolerance," Lowe said, his holographic form flickering, his luminous eyes locked onto hers. "We can't stay here." "Just a little longer," Cam muttered. Outside, the prismatic crystals drifted in the star's fiery orbit, refracting rainbows of light. They were beautiful, and worth enough to change her life forever. The magnetic harpoon fired, snagging a cluster of crystals and pulling them into the containment hold. Cam's shoulders sagged with relief as the readout blinked green. "We've got them." "Scanning for purity," Lowe said. His voice faltered. "Cam, these aren't just crystals." "What do you mean?" Cam asked, her stomach twisting. "Bioelectric signals," Lowe replied, his tone heavy. "They're consistent with embryonic patterns. They might be alive. Eggs." Cam froze, her mind racing. Selling these crystals would mean slaughtering a species before it had a chance to exist. But walking away meant losing everything: her ship, her future, and the chance to leave her debts behind. Her thoughts fractured as the cockpit alarms blared. 3 ships streaked into view on the radar. Competitors. "They're locking weapons," Lowe warned. "We need to act now." A sharp voice crackled over the comms. "Stellar wind. Surrender the crystals or we'll blow you out of the sky." Cam's chest tightened. Her gaze flicked to the containment hold's readout. The crystals pulsed faintly, their bioelectric signals steady, almost like heartbeats. Memories surfaced. Another mission, years ago, when desperation had driven her to sacrifice a life for survival. She'd lived with the guilt ever since. Not this time. "Set a course for the star's core," she said. Lowe blinked. "Cam will die." "Trust me," she snapped, shoving the throttle forward. The stellar wind roared toward the star, its stabilizers screaming against the gravitational pull. Blaster fire streaked past them, one shot grazing the hull with a jarring clang. Cam's arms ached as she fought the controls, her body trembling under the strain. "Cam, the hull's breaching!" Lowe shouted. "We're almost there," she replied, her voice tight. "Open the hold." Lowe hesitated. "Are you sure?" "Do it!" The containment hatch unsealed and the crystals floated free. Their light intensified, refracting into a kaleidoscope of color that melded with the star's fiery glow. The bioelectric signals flared, a pulse of life and energy that dissolved into the inferno. Cam yanked the ship up, her muscles burning as she pulled them free of the star's grasp. The pursuing ships veered off, unwilling to risk the deadly gravity. The stellar wind shuddered as it stabilized, the cockpit falling into heavy silence. "They're safe now," Lowe said softly. Cam slumped back, her chest heaving. "We could have been rich." "We chose better," Lowe replied. Her gaze drifted to the star, its dying light pulsing faintly as if alive. The crystals were gone, their light part of something greater now. For the first time in years, Cam felt whole. "Sometimes survival isn't enough," she murmured. "Sometimes you have to choose to live."